This is the moment that every mixed martial arts athlete hopes will materialize. The #1 heavyweight contender making the walk for his first title fight here in the UFC.
I mean, the nerves are going crazy for this man right now. He's so nervous. Has he done everything he needs to do? Has he not left any stone unturned? He says that he has prepared. He says that his body's ready. His mind's ready. He feels physically good in the spot. He's taking on a long-reigning champion. If he's going to get this done, it's going to take something truly special.
He does not believe jitters will be a factor here tonight. He has built his career methodically to this point. We'll see if we hear the words "and new" by night's end. All right, folks, here we go. Undisputed UFC heavyweight championship fight, and all eyes are on the incumbent as he makes the walk here tonight, and he's enjoying every moment of it. Huge title defense beckons for him tonight.
John, he loves where he stands in the sport. He loves the admiration that comes with being the baddest man on the planet. He knows he's the biggest, he's the strongest, he's the baddest, and he loves it. And he prepares as if he never wants to let that go. This man lives for being the best. This man lives to be in the spotlight. And time again, we see him defend this belt as if his life depended on it.
Well, right, you lose this belt, it's essentially like walking back into your new life. He has no intention of suffering that fate here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC heavyweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, the Korean Superboy, Choi. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Matt Hughes.
All right, Herb Dean, our referee for this one, just about to get underway. All right, round 1 is underway. Here is the Korean Superboy, Choi. The majority of his pro wins have come by first-round knockout, something his opponent is acutely aware of coming in here tonight. Oh, and he lands another combination here, really starting to get into a striking groove.
I mean, and stringing them together so effectively, never throwing the same attack more than once. What a job to recognize all the openings in his opponent's defenses.
That leg kick lands. All right, nice job by the wrestler, sticking to the game plan here early. DC goes to the clinch. He said he didn't want to be shooting takedowns from way outside. We'll see if he tries to get a level change here on the inside.
Well, he needs to. This boxer is so good in close. Whereas you're clinching with most athletes, they tend to panic. Boxing has spent a lot in the clinch, so this guy's well-versed here. But where he isn't well-versed is getting his feet tripped, getting foot swept, getting level changed on. So he's got to mix everything up. It's high-low, high-low if he wants to take this guy down.
Nice crack there.
He closes the distance beautifully. He's got a single collar tie.
Oh, and there it is. just too easy. Beautiful takedown, and on his first attempt, no less. We'll see if the boxer can get back upright.
Well, he said that he was going to dominate him in the wrestling. He said he was going to take him down over and over again, and he was going to break his spirit. That's a great start to that. Getting that takedown, the first takedown, was very important in this fight. Oh, he's getting it deep. These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
The Korean Superboy gets up and decides to take this fight back to his feet, despite having a seemingly dominant position on the ground. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
We'll see what he does here. He postures up and lands to the head. These ground strikes are starting to add up.
This is where he wants to be. Nice shot there by the champ.
Working from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Hughes. Side control now. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here. Just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground. That's very important.
Lands the ground and pound strike. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through.
Nice defense. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Postures up now and lands a devastating strike to the head.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Hughes.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
The Hall of Famer Hughes, ground and pound from half guard.
Nice transition.
Hughes is right back to the full mount here. All right, a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground.
Let's go, Austin, heavy shots.
He's got to be careful here.
Well, good dexterity and movement here on the ground to avoid any further damage, courtesy of that ground and pound. Nice job off of his back by Choi. Moving his head here on the ground, champ.
I mean, this guy is very active off of his back, and that helps him to evade those strikes.
Ground and pound, the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure.
Big right hook there by the champ.
Relentless pressure from the top by Hughes. Oh, what do we got here? It looks like an arm triangle attempt. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, let's check out some of the action, DC. What a display of just sheer punching in that last round.
I mean, he looks like a boxer. He looks like a professional boxer out there, throwing and stringing those combinations together. He landed those big punches over and over again, and it was this one right here that really did change the tide of the round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, second round underway. All right, next round is underway. He did a great job in the previous round, largely untouched. Reminds me a little bit of Dominic Cruz, the former UFC bantamweight champion. Defense is the primary focus, and that was certainly evident in the previous round.
Yes, Dominic Cruz was one of the more brilliant defensive fighters we have ever seen. He did it with footwork. This man tonight has done it with his blocking skills, with his vision, and his ability to just not be where his opponent thinks he's going to be.
All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press.
Hughes is going for a choke.
That Darce choke is tight. Oh, man, that was slick.
Oh, reverses the position there. Nice transition by Hughes. Man, submission defense is a powerful thing. Offense keeps going for it. Defenders held up every step of the way.
Yeah, the defense have done a great job just making sure he leaves nothing long, no submission attempts. Even when they get him, he continues to stay calm and patient, and he's defending these submissions.
Good movement on the ground here defensively by Choi.
Now he's got a good body position, yup.
Oh, he postures up in a big head strike by Hughes.
Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger.
Another ground and pound strike lands. Well, he's avoided a lot of the damage here on the ground. Nicely done with the head movement there.
Not staying still underneath his opponent is allowing him to not get hit with anything too damaging.
Well, as many expected, his grappling has been very strong thus far. The takedowns, the ground control, he is truly the total package.
It's one thing to take your opponent down. It's one thing to control him, as we have seen him do over the course of this fight.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get off on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Hughes.
He's got to start throwing down.
Hughes is right back to the full mount. Postures up now and lands the vicious head strike. And very effective with the ground and pound. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Well, he's got his back now. Oh, huge pop from the crowd as the fighters get back up to their feet. I mean, you and I love a good grappling match, but these fighters came to see knockouts.
Yeah, the fans came to see them knock each other out, and that's what they're going to get. All the grappling was beautiful to watch, Sean, but ultimately, it is the striking that people show up for.
Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Oh, and the high kick lands. The Hall of Famer Hughes going for the body. Missed with that kick. Oh, huge Superman punch.
Keep going with that.
Oh, nice inside kick. He gets in a single collar tie. Look for him to now start to find uppercuts up the middle to try to do damage to his opponent.
The Korean Superboy gets tattooed with that hook. He's going to have to change some things here. Looks like the cut man to my right is starting to get anxious with all the high volume of strikes being landed here. He has really kept his opponent on his heels throughout.
He's had him on his heels. He's got him reacting. He's reacting to the feints. He's reacting to the jab. He's reacting to every single thing coming in his direction. He has got to find a way to change the narrative, to change the way that this fight is playing out if he wants an opportunity. But to this point, this boxer has looked amazing. Lands a quick jab.
Now a kick to the body. Oh, and he lands another huge kick. All right, that's the end of round number 2.
He beat you up that round. But you're all right. You're going to get back out there and put it on him now. It's a little payback time. You got to get aggressive. They're confident over there.
All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round 3 of a possible 5. All right, next round is underway, and if you look at these two guys in between rounds, it looks like they've barely broken a sweat. Both with good resting heart rates, stamina still very high, and you just have to laud the efforts of these guys in training. Both men certainly noted cardio specialists, but incredible that they would have this much in the tank after 10-plus minutes of fighting. Joy gets touched by that kick there. Oh, how good was that combo? He is really doing a nice job stringing his shots together now.
Look at how he turned his hip into that leg kick.
Hughes going for the takedown here, nothing doing there. Oh, misses with the jab. All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking his head, making sure he's not taking those damaging strikes on top.
Throwing that jab, no good. Nice counter right hook there.
That was fucking nice right.
All right, Jet, now we're starting to see some bruising on that thigh. Pretty good job attacking that area tonight.
I mean, this guy is digging his shin into hit the thigh. What a tremendous performance by this guy.
Oh, strong punch there, sure. All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working.
Well, you've got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right. That landed. Hughes is cut now above the eye, courtesy of that strike. We will keep an eye on it as the fight continues.
Look at him yank the head and land that beautiful punch from the clinch. This guy cannot miss the head with his strike.
Oh, that strike to the body, man.
Once you take that many kicks, it doesn't matter if they're hard or not. Those are a lot of kicks. Nice kick, yep.
Oh, now the hook in the clinch by Hughes. Timely defense there, huge block for him. Ooh, nice uppercut from the champ.
That was a nice transition. That was right off the strike into the takedown, and it looked effortless. It did not look like he had to work hard to finish his takedown at all.
Oh, big shots from the top. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here.
He's got to be careful here.
Oh, that's how you do it. Postures up and lands to the head. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet after a pretty scintillating grappling battle there on the ground.
Well, it's an educated crowd, John. They appreciated all the grappling exchanges and how skilled both of these men are. Oh, that one landed, yep.
Troy's tough as it gets, but how about the size of that bruise starting to form on his right side? Final 30 seconds of this third round. Well, nice job there to use his opponent's offense against him as he lands the counter hook. Nice strike there by Hughes. Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. change the way that this fight is playing out.
All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, we got a few clips for you, DC, of all the damage doled out in that round, and his eye continuing to be the main target.
I mean, it's getting hammered. He is getting hit in that spot over and over again. And because of that, his opponent has gained in confidence, and he is very limited in what he can do in his opponent, because safety has to be first.
All right, fourth round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of the fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be hard. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
Again, going back to the jab just out of range. Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. Trying to establish that jab once again.
It almost looked like he went limp there for a second.
The Korean Superboy gets caught by the straight punch. Oh, beautiful job to get the kick home to the body. Both guys appeared to land there. Hughes gets the double leg takedown. Nice job there, disguising his entry. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now, because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in, and you got all your rear choke submissions.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Choi's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
This is a terrible position.
Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good movement to avoid some of that power coming back. Hughes is back in full mount. The ground strikes starting to pile up.
Oh, good elbow right there.
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Well, I think I can smell the blood at this point in time. That canvas didn't look like that a few fights ago. Blood is flowing from that cut with every passing strike.
Every strike. And it burns. John, it burns so bad. When you get cut like that, every time a shot lands, it just burns. So this guy needs to try to find a way to not take and limit the damage he's taking from his cut. Easier said than done.
Big left hook coming, it's blocked. Oh, he has landed a high volume of strikes in this round and really hasn't let up when it comes to his aggressiveness. The striking has been on point every step of the way. Careful to not gas out, but you gotta like the output here down the stretch. Very nice leg kick there by Hughes. Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
Good series of punches by him there. He has certainly had no trouble finding the range tonight.
He is finding the target with everything he throws. He's mixing it up beautifully.
Hughes' hook to the body appeared to be blocked by the defense. Well, there it is again. He seems to be fighting through the damage pretty well, but even if you're blind, you can see all the redness now.
Well, you can see it starting to accumulate. You can see it starting to take an effect on him. For as tough as he is, for as good of a poker face as he has, you can still see it. And right now, he's got to address it because we're about to get to a point where he can't even do anything to stay in this fight.
Right. Keeps going back to that jab, keeps
Big double leg level change.
Takedown defense holds up. Oh, the roundhouse kick lands. Oh, beautiful job to get the takedown late in the round. He is about as conditioned as it gets. He's not looking at the clock necessarily. He's not running clock, all offense all the time.
He knew he was going to wrestle, and he knew he may have to wrestle early and often. And right now, this situation is often because he's been attempting takedowns over and over again. He finally gets one as we get to the end of the round.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, I'm being told we've got some replays from the previous round, and it appears as though the cut on the bridge of the nose is getting worse by the minute.
It's getting worse by the minute, and he's got an opponent in front of him that wants to target it. He wants to hit him on the nose over and over again. I wonder if every time he gets hit there, the blood goes down into the mouth, making it difficult to breathe.
Nicely timed kick to the body for the champion. And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands. Was able to get that right hand over the top and to the target.
Lands another punch to the head.
Snapping off that jab. Hard shots landing on both sides here.
Leg kick lands.
Choi's blocking well now. You see the fighter raise the guard to protect that obviously damaged nose. Lands a nice jab there. Nice. Nicely done. Hughes gets tagged by a solid uppercut there. Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but now, as this fight goes on, he is not discriminating, working the body, and those shots are going to count.
Big punch lands.
Leg kick checked effectively there by Choi. Push kick there to the body. Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. So a wise decision by him to continue to attack that cut, and it's getting wider by the minute.
It's getting wider by the minute. This guy is a fantastic fighter, and he's as smart as they come. So the moment that cut opened up, you knew that that would become his focus, and we are seeing it very clear right now.
All right, so we go down the stretch. He is clearly losing this fight, and at this point, you just abandon position and go for submission, yes?
Yeah, you gotta just go. You gotta start throwing things at the wall and hope something sticks.
Shots being landed on both sides here. Hughes gets caught by that straight punch. You got to do better than that defensively.
Big inside kick.
Single collar tie now. The Hall of Famer Hughes gets the single leg takedown. Nicely done there.
Got his guard pass.
Hughes is going for the sub here. Oh, looks like he's got the submission locked in. He's in real trouble. Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Hughes. 90 seconds to go in the fight.
Oh, you gotta be careful there, yep.
Beautiful, beautiful. Keep the pressure on.
So he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Constantly a moving target. He's having his way with him here. 1 minute to go in the fight. Right into side control. Lands the grounded pound strike here.
Great defense by the defensive fighter.
Nicely done. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. Well, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground.
Hughes' nose is just donating blood by the second here. I'm not so sure that nose isn't broken, DC. All right, so the fight goes the championship distance, and you may want to get the black and gold colors out. We're getting a new champion tonight. He turned in a beautiful striking display tonight.
This is one of the best performances that we have seen from a challenger in a really long time. He relied on the striking. He understood that that's where he had the advantage. He used all of his advantages, and I feel like we will hear and new very shortly.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 48-47, and 48-47. Declared the winner by unanimous decision, and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, the Korean Superboy, Doo-Ho Choi.
So the Korean Superboy, Doo-Ho Choi, with another highlight for the reel tonight. That reel's getting pretty crowded. Crazy to think this guy is just getting started. Maybe a few years removed from his fighting prime. We'll see just how